how to read rhythm, or in other words, how to read note values. That is whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note and 16th note. Music is a simple combination of pitch and rhythm. You will start snapping, and every tap and every snap is a beat. Hey, what's up guys, my name is Sherin, your guitar instructor at Music Pandit, the best place to learn music online. I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to read rhythm, or in other words, how to read note values. In this video we're going to discuss note values, that is whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note and 16th note. The 5 note values I'm going to discuss. So a lot of people are terrified of this topic, that is note values and how to read rhythm. Either they are terrified of it or you don't know how to really read it. So I'm going to teach you today how to read it very easily, step-by-step process, and also I'm going to teach you examples of every note value through a song. Yes, every note value that I'm going to teach you through a song. So before we get into the topic, let me quickly remind you that we put out these kind of videos every single week. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and click on that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of the future videos. So without further ado, let's get started. In this video, I'm going to cover a very important music theory, that is how to read rhythms, also known as note values. Rhythm is a core element of music, and if you don't know it already, it's better you start now. You have to learn how to read music, because if you do that, you can decode any music in the future just looking at the sheet music. So to understand how to read rhythm or note values, the first thing you need to understand is what is music. So for everybody who doesn't know what music is a simple combination of pitch and rhythm. When you combine these two together, it creates music. So what is a pitch? Pitch is anything that you hear. For example, this guitar, every string that I'm going to play, everything creates a pitch. The voice that I'm speaking in is a pitch. You hear a bird chirping, that's a pitch. So everything that you hear is a pitch. But the important thing here is to understand rhythm. So what is rhythm? Rhythm is simply the duration you play the pitch for. For example, I can play this pitch for this long, or I can play it for a shorter period of time, or I can do a combination of these two. For example, so why is different duration of pitch important? Because if I keep on playing the same length of notes over and over again, it's going to be supremely boring. Alright, so if I play this note again and again with the same duration of time, let's see how does it sound. Extremely boring, isn't it? Now I'm going to take the same note and play for longer duration as well as shorter duration. Let me mix and match and see what can I come up with. Now let me put a drum beat to it and let's see how groovy it sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. See the impact of long duration and short duration rhythm? And this is why we need to understand how to play these short and long duration rhythm. Now just imagine, this sounds already so interesting. What if we put some pitch to it? So music is made up of two things, pitch and rhythm. So now we got a very interesting groove with rhythm. The only thing we need to attach now is pitch. Now let's see how does it sound when I apply different pitches to it as well. So till now we are playing only this pitch, right? The open 6th string. Now I'm going to apply different pitches to it. 2, 3, 4. Now let's try to attach some more notes to this and try to make it more interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what I mean when I say music is made out of pitch and rhythm. The combination of these two will make something really sound very, very interesting, and that's how music is made. So now that you've understood what music is, let's try to understand what are these note values. So let me quickly give you a brief about music history. So music originated before humans actually started recording history. So it goes way back. Now, why did music become a language? And why did they start writing down music? Because they wanted to preserve the music that they created at that time. And that's how music became a language. Alright? And it's still used in the same way. And I think everybody who is playing music should know it. Or should know a little bit of basic about it. So let me quickly show you how does a sheet music look like. I'm sure everybody has seen it. So all the black dots that you're seeing are the rhythm. And the lines that you see here, these are all the pitches. So every line is a pitch. It goes from very high to very low. And that's how the pitch and rhythm is shown on a sheet music. Now I'm not going to show you how does this sound. We're not going to decode this music right now. But let's get into the topic once again. Let's understand note values now. As I told you, note values means the duration of the pitch that you play. So I'm going to teach you 5 basic note values right now. I'm going to teach you how does it look and how does it sound. So let's get started. So to understand the note values, the first thing we're going to learn is to understand what is beat and what is a pulse. Alright? So the best way for me to explain this concept to you is by listening to a song and then make you realize what is a beat and what is a pulse. Now this is a slow blues song, and to understand the beat, you need to understand this thing. Whenever you hear a song, you will start snapping or you will start tapping with your feet. And every tap and every snap is a beat. So let's try to tap out this song. See that every tap or every snap that I was doing is a beat. What is a pulse? Pulse is basically the steady stream of beats. So I kept on tapping. That's basically called a pulse. So every song has got a pulse or a heartbeat exactly like human beings. Alright, it can be fast, it can be slow according to the song. So now with that understood, let's get on with note values. So the first note value that I'm going to teach you is a whole note. It looks something like this. And it basically means it has got a value of 4 beats. That means you have to sustain the value of that note for 4 beats. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see, I'm sustaining the note. I'm not shutting the volume down like this. I'm not stopping the volume. I'm sustaining the note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty simple, right? The second note value that we're going to discuss is a half note. So as the name suggests, it's a half note. It's a half of the whole note, that is 2 beats. That means you have to sustain the note for 2 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see I'm playing a chord here. It doesn't matter. It's a form of note or pitch itself. So I'm playing every chord for 2 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is your half note. The third note value that we're going to discuss is a quarter note. A quarter note, as the name suggests again, it's only 1 beat. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. See, every chord I'm playing only 1 time, and that's basically a quarter note. So let me give you an example with a song for quarter notes. The quarter notes are 1 note per beat. So I'm going to use something called as a metronome, which emulates a pulse. So I'm going to set the tempo at 80 BPM, and this is how it sounds. I'm going to play a song, Ode to Joy, and if you listen to it carefully, with every beat, I'm going to play a note. Alright, so this is how it goes. So I played, for every beat, I played a note. So this is how a quarter note sounds. So one way that you can practice these note value is by clapping and saying the beat. So I'm going to call out the beat 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, this is my pulse. And I'm going to clap out whole note, half note, or a quarter note. So first we start with a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's clap a half note. 1, 2, 3, start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one, which is a quarter note, is clapped like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, quarter note, you have to sustain for only 1 beat. So now let's understand the fourth note value, that is 8th note. 8th note is nothing but you have to play 2 notes per beat. So quarter note is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm basically tapping my pulse, okay? So to understand 8th note, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you got 8 notes. It goes like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and make sure you count it properly. You should not be counting it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's completely wrong. So see my hand, when it taps down it's 1, when it comes up it's an and. So that's how you know it's equal distance. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going to play a song called Titan Theme, which uses quarter note and eighth note together. It goes something like this. I'm going to again play with the metronome. So if you hear carefully, I play it like this. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this song utilizes the quarter note and eighth notes. Now the last note value that I'm going to discuss with you is 16 notes. Now this is really quick. As you can hear from the term itself, there are 16 notes that you got to play every 4 beats. So every beat will get how many notes? 4. And you count it like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And you know, there's a very famous song which is called Eye of the Tiger, which uses this note value very prominently. In fact, the entire bass or the starting of the song is based out of this note value. So let's quickly hear how does that sound. So as you can see, the starting part and keeps on going at the background of the song, and you actually play the 16 note picking. So this is like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2. Before you get on with the chords, which is. So there you have it, the 5 main note values in music theory. If you understand this concept, and if you get this under your fingers, you can actually go ahead and figure out any song by yourself. Because always remember, if you want to figure out a song by yourself, you can actually go and you can start listening to a song, you can slow down the speed and you can listen to the song 100 times to figure out that entire song. But that might consume a lot of time. It's actually good because it develops your ear. But let's say you don't have any time. The easiest and the fastest way that you can have something with you which can tell you exactly what the song is the sheet music. So figuring out the pitch on the sheet music is actually pretty simple, but to figure out the rhythm is pretty hard. So once you get that going for yourself, your 50% of the job is done. Then the only thing you need to figure out is the pitch. Now one more thing, I've shown all these examples with the guitar, but this entire theory applies to any instrument in the world. This is a general music theory. So there you have it. I hope you liked this video and this video was really useful for you. Please make sure that you like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and click that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of the videos. Now I have made an amazing lesson which is available on musicpandit.com, and it's basically directed towards absolute beginners who want to start learning in a step-by-step fashion. So if you're one of them and you're looking to start your journey with guitar, please make sure you check out musicpandit.com, because it's not only about lesson. The lesson anybody can give you, but the biggest problem that any beginner faces is the practice. Now if you know what you need to practice, that will take you a long way in your musical journey. So this course will give you step-by-step lessons, it will give you practice routines wherein you can actually practice along with me. It will have questionnaires, it will have quizzes, and you can actually send videos to me personally so that I can give you a feedback of how you're playing and the areas that you need to really work on. So make sure you check out musicpandit.com. My course is right there. So with that, keep practicing, keep playing, This is Sherin Winstent, your Guitar Pandit, signing out.